A disturbing case of animal abuse right here in the Wabash Valley. A dog left to drown was thankfully saved by a Good Samaritan. News 10's Jacqueline Beavis is live in the studio with more. Jacqueline?
Mark, the Park Vermilion Humane Shelter is calling one man a hero tonight. How the dog got thrown into the water may never be known, but the shelter is simply celebrating the brave dog's life today.
It wasn't very nice, but there was cinder blocks tied to both sides of the dog's head trying to drown it, and both of its legs were tied together.
He also found a letter with the dog that stated that I just wanted the animal to die.
A shocking story with a happy ending. This is Serendipity. She's a young Labrador mix, and she's been through a lot already.
I heard something whining down by the creek, and I looked over the side of the bridge, and I saw a dog with his head, all his body burned in the water, all was sticking up with a part of his nose and his mouth, trying to get air.
Bound by this rope and cinder block like this, Serendipity nearly drowned. Now she has Troy Jones to thank for her life. And after he rescued the dog, he got her home, cleaned her up, and took her to a safe place. But even after saving her, he can't get over how they met.
I was very disturbed from the scene what I seen. I think it's very cruel that somebody could be like that.
The good news is Serendipity is just fine today.
For the things that she's been through, the horrific tragedy she's had, she is actually in pretty good shape. Her body temperature was normal. Physically, she doesn't have any wounds or anything like that, so she is very, very fortunate.
And Jones made quite the new friend.
The Good Samaritan came back this morning to check on her, and so we all came in to visit with her, and she just was so grateful to see him again.
Abuse like this is something the shelter sees more than they like, but this show of cruelty is one of the worst. Jones says he has a simple message for everyone in the valley. Whether an animal is being mistreated or just left alone, he hopes you'll remember Serendipity.
If you get a chance, look for the dog at Mill Dam and try to take it home and give it a life to it needs.
With photojournalist Cody Murphy, Jacqueline Beavis, News 10.
The shelter and the Good Samaritan have no information on who left the dog, but they say if anyone does know anything about Serendipity's owner, they'd appreciate that information. Serendipity is up for adoption to a loving home now.